At this New York supermarket, the price of a head of lettuce is up 100% since last month. Tomato prices, too, are up more than 15%. It's part of a widespread rise in prices in April, beginning with wholesalers and ending with consumers.
Lettuce is more than double. Lettuce is more than double. I mean, $2 a head of lettuce for a usually $69.89. It's really double. It's not right.
Overall, consumer prices rose 0.4% last month, the biggest increase in 8 months. Part of the rise, however, came from the flooding in California, where many vegetable crops were completely ruined. But the other part of it is simply rising prices. Oil prices rose 0.4% as consumers paid more money at the gas station. Air travelers are paying 10% more for plane tickets over last year. But the government says prices usually rise faster early in the year. And that has some economists playing down the biggest jump in food prices in 5 years.
The economy is already looking a little bit weaker, and that could remove some of the inflationary pressures that have been building up.
Perhaps, but inflation is now running at a 3.6% clip this year, after a mild 2.7% rate for all of 1994. And after 7 rate hikes by the Federal Reserve in 1 year, new car prices are up 0.6 in April. Financing a car was also more expensive, rising more than 1%. Financial markets are celebrating this scenario, rising prices and slow growth. But how much consumers and investors are willing to pay remains to be seen.
For NBC News, I'm Susan Wasovich.
For the 3. That was a big shot, Bob. Nice pass. Hardaway has got to be out. He's got to go to him, but they've been unable to do it. A little bit out of Hardaway's range, though. A shot too quick. Michael Jordan pulls down the rebound. That's his second. Very quickly, the Bulls come back. It's 26-17. Give them opportunity points. Into Shaquille, right into Pippen. That's an offensive foul. Scottie Pippen is a tremendous defensive player. Two-thirds to get so far off that wall and get to his right hand, because he's going to go there every time. That's initial. 8 on the shot. 70 dribbles a day. There's one. A long jumper goes in. Oh, mercy. He's 6 of 8. Orlando. Anderson nails the 3, and Orlando is within 3. 32-29, minute 32 to go in the first half. You never bring any money, so think it's about 5 minutes gone in the period. Really trapped. 13 seconds to go in the period, and Orlando has turned it over in this first period. They're going to get Michael Galen out here to run 13 seconds, and Purdue will bring him in. Over 2 fouls. That's a clear. Michael Jordan has that sweet jumper falling tonight.
Same thing, Michael. Strong side and pushing the head.
37-34. 11:45 to go second quarter. Jordan gets a foul. Off the glass and the foul on Anthony Hardaway.
Put Dennis Scott in. There's no way that Anthony Hardaway can get over the top. That's Dennis Scott. He can step up there and stretch. You know what? The goal is to get Burford. We love the guy.
Baby!
So much for 1 or 2 dribbles. I guess that would be 2% that he doesn't. Here's Michael. This time he crosses over, goes right through the defense, and Horace Grant has 2 fouls. So all he can do is watch him elevate and fly by.
Foul doesn't get it. And Orlando back to it.
Good defense.
The line to Shaquille O'Neal.
That's what he's got to do. He's got to get out and run. Get off the floor, find him in early post right underneath the basket.
Down the long way. Orlando has scored 6 straight points. Longley puts it to 46-33 Chicago.
They will not let him flop tonight in the game of this team.
For 3. Big bucket from Steve Kerr.
And you know what Brian Shaw said? Can't beat him. For Horace, my God. He is playing a sensational game.
Here's Scott. Can't get it. He missed several big ones like this. Purdue can't get it. He fouls Shaquille, and he'll go line for the 3-point play.
He's playing with passion. Look at the energy on his face. Thinking about it now.
3-on-1. 4-point Magic lead. 2:16 to go in the half. Huge miss.
That's called being greedy and concentrating. You play through the whistle, trying to get the 3-point play.
Jordan isolated.
The triangle's in trouble. You get it to 23 and you say, Michael, bail us out.
One thing that happened to Jordan, they asked me to say.
He really goes into a quick pick and roll. They're denying that pass from Shaquille to the guard and forcing Shaquille to make a dribble handoff. They're disrupting the timing of the play. Brian Wilson, the game
Chicago points.
Well, Scotty takes on a different role when Michael sits down.
The second Chicago turnover since the first quarter. The steal by Kukoc. Bulls have the numbers. Clutch fake. Bulls up by 3. Only 4 points in this game for Kukoc.
Okay, and why? Because the guy was very slow start offensively. I said that all along. When you get him in the game early, he plays very well on both ends. Uganda has a tendency to drop. He's laying on that and waiting to defend it.
With the advantage of numbers. Oh, Bryant! My goodness! Bryant with a great catch. And
I think you heard it. 1 for 7.
spinning inside.
Curls over here wide open for 3.
Into Michael Jordan on the baseline. Michael Jordan has 37 points.
The awareness of Steve Kerr getting to him so quickly. You're going to watch the Magic defender run at him. And then Michael Jordan once again. And you're going to prevent him from making a layup. You better drop both arms. You better give him any kind of chance at all to finish a shot.
Hardaway just picked up his 3rd. We'll have game 3 of the Suns Rockets at 1 on Saturday at 3:30. Game 4 Knicks Pacers, and then on Sunday NBC has a triple header while Doug and I kick back and enjoy ourselves. They just kept coming. Scott for 3. Rebound Hardaway. Anderson for 3. And the Magic, remember, they were one of the highest scoring teams all season long.
The percentage of the games you win, and the team that gets there first, I'm telling you, a lot of times.
This becomes an incredibly big free.
He wants to go baseline.
Kicks it to Pete Myers.
And what you do is
Pippen strips it loose from Anderson. Picked up by Grant. Incredible hustle there underneath the Chicago basket.
Pete Myers gives you defense, but you lose outside shooting on the floor.
Dennis Scott banging it in. And we're going to get the foul on Myers. A chance for Orlando to take the lead. Gets to get it across the timeline. Dennis Scott, is he going to even get it in? Bumped loose by Pippen. And he's fouled.
That was a foul. They were very fortunate. I thought Scottie Pippen came over the back of Horace Grant. That's what happens when you get caught with that time.
This one will tie it if he sinks it to 11 in the game.
Pete Myers back in the game once again for Steve Kerr defensively to play against Anthony Hardaway. This is where Anthony Hardaway has got to be tough under pressure.
New coach defending Dennis Scott. 2 minutes to go in this ballgame.
And we got a tie.
He kicks it to Hardaway. Anderson, this is the 3. Kept alive by Anthony Hardaway. A new 24-odd point. Hardaway coming in low 20s. Chicago has a point. Horace gets one out of the 2 at the 3-point. Orlando leads.
B.J. Armstrong back in the game. He to give his team a 5-point lead.
Keel knocks it down. He is 7 for 9 from the line tonight, and it's a 4-point Orlando lead with 43 seconds to go. Shaquille, 27 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. You said at the beginning of the game he would have to have an MVP-type performance for Orlando to win. And so far tonight, he has done just that.
So how about the concentration? You're going to give the big fella a lot of credit. 50% on the season. The big fella steps up there and makes it. And that's why you have to be able to have a guy on your team like that can have that kind of courage to go up there and maybe something he doesn't do well and finish this off for you. The foul for Shaquille O'Neal. And he tries to get something going to the basket and Magic to finish. And Michael has been stronger the last 4 possessions.
Just as like what happened in the final moments of game number 1 in Orlando.
And you've got to give the Magic a lot of credit for that. You really do.
6-point lead with 24.5 to go. 7-point lead. And the Bulls will call a timeout. Now, in these playoffs, it nights to be the most important win in Orlando Magic's young history.
Everything they do is a first. Their first road win in Boston, their first playoff win, their first playoff playoff series that they win, their first home loss. Now they come in semifinals, Eastern Conference, on the road against Chicago, under all kinds of pressure. Chicago hit an emotion surge to start the game. But Shaquille O'Neal came up real big tonight. Anderson played well. Michael Jordan's got to walk off the floor like we expected this to happen. Don't get too excited. Just walk off. We got 2 more we got to win.
Yeah, a little excitement. I think they're doing pretty much that. Brian Hill said he wants them to take this as business as usual. And that's what we're seeing here. 110-101, Orlando behind Herculean performance by Shaquille O'Neal. Great play by Anderson. Penny Hardaway down.
sure he's trying. I don't think it'll work. I think these people, know what they're doing, and in fact know the reality of it, and that is that they're looking after him a little bit.
You're saying that, like, as soon as there's no perfect move, they're not allowing even the stars to play.
No, I don't think so. Anytime. Anytime you get to a foul when you have open shots, it's frustrating, and no doubt that it's frustrating for him as it was for Alonso, and if that's one thing we can accomplish, then that's good. Basically, yeah. Put him on the foul line when rather than let him dunk. That's rule number one.
Do you think that because you have so many fouls to do, that the officials are maybe being a little oversensitive?
Possibly, I think it's probably not in my best interest to be playing the officials. At this point, I'm already a little bit behind the eight ball with that, and all three of us are. So we just keep them now shut and try and sort of develop, trying to get a little bit more respect by not doing the things that are getting control. I'm sure he's trying. I don't think it'll work. I think the officials know what they're doing, and in fact know the reality of it, and that is that they're looking after him a little bit.
You're saying that, like, as soon as there's no perfect move, they're not allowing even the stars to dictate what they're doing with the fouls. Does that make you feel better about it when you see something like that?
It's good to see. It's good to see. Once again, though, I'm wary of getting into sort of a banter about the officials and how the calls have been done, even though I know maybe to my disadvantage, it's still it would be more so if I would start complaining about it. Something specific. No idea. That was the brown labels of a t-shirt, Motor t-shirt from Motor. We really have very little to do with it, but giving it permission and hopefully we can see a word. So he's trying to say that the home game and hopefully it's up. I will. My specific role is obviously specific role tonight is obviously secure O'Neal, keeping him off the glass primarily and also out of the paint offensively. He can be a big thrust for him, and I'm probably the guy I'm best equipped physically to handle him, and don't let him get any dunks, don't let him get anything around the basket, that way he doesn't get going, and it means he's in the foul to do that, and that's what we have to do. And it's limited my playing time because we take that approach, but I don't mind that. My demands certainly aren't that of Marcus or Scotty. I tend to just sort of blend in the background. I like it that way. Those guys take the brunt of it. They take the brunt of the responsibility. They take the brunt of the possessions on the court, and they take the brunt of the media. So my demands aren't as bad as you might think. I think the differences are obviously the standard and the intensity. In the Olympics, there are very heavy favourites. For instance, the Dream Team or the Russians and the Yugoslavians, or what were the Yugoslavians, and in the NBA playoffs, there are no heavy favourites like that. Especially once you get into the Eastern Conference or the semi-finals for the Eastern Conference, it's a lot more intense. It's a 7-game series. It's just a lot more involved, and it's a longer process. I just told you.
Yeah, you want me to tell you again?
Yeah.
Okay, my role against Shaquille O'Neal is primarily defensive. I'll start again. My role against Shaquille is primarily defensive. You know, we have very potent scorers, and I'm the facilitator for them. I hate to confess, but defensively, you know, I'm sort of the backbone of our defense because I have to keep Shaq out of the middle, away from the block, off the boards, and that's one area that he can really hurt you. So just physically, I'm best equipped to do that because I'm the largest, and I get to sort of bang bodies with him at the beginning of the game, and that's generally tends to end up in quite a few fouls, but that's the role that I'm playing, and I enjoy it. And if we win games that way, then I can't complain. This city really expects to win. Has had winning teams and is very confident, as is the team. So we feel as though we've got a lot of playoff experience and certainly got guys that can finish the games for us. And optimistic. Optimism would be the word that I would use when describing the feeling in Chicago about our chances in the playoffs. Michael. Well, obviously he has a huge influence. He changes the whole look of our team. At the offensive end, I think one of the areas that people don't give enough credit for, or you don't hear enough about, is the defensive end. He changes the complexion of our team defensively. We can press this quarter a lot better, our double team rotations are a lot quicker because when you've got him splitting the backside of the defense, he can guard two guys and you can send two guys at someone like Shaq, for instance, or against Charlotte, we sent two guys at Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning, and you have to do that in the playoffs. And he and Scotty both are very effective at playing the backside out. So really, that really helps us. But also our profile. Since Michael's been back, our profile is lifted. People are expecting more of us. You know, the fans are in the stands cheering for us. In Orlando, in Charlotte, we've had a lot of fans there. He just brings a lot of attention to us, and that's not always a bad thing either. Michael's influenced my game very little, really, because we're still on the same system, we still do the same things, except Michael's handling the ball a lot instead of Scotty. Scotty can do a lot of the things that Michael can do, so probably out of the mix a little bit more because Michael takes a lot of shots and creates a lot of things, but now and again he gets a lot of penetration of the ball, and I can bring up shots that way and get the middle, not easy shots off the basket. As I said, primarily I'm a facilitator with Michael and Scotty and DJ and Tony. We've got so many scoring weapons on this team, and now Michael, that you just have to take what you can get. Well, some local guy came up with the idea of packaging the three centers, or the three-headed monster, as we have been called, but we're now officially dubbed, wait for this, Bang Gang, which is our role, so you've got to like that. That one stuck out like dog's balls, right? You want Howard?
There's not a lot to do up here. Get much hair.
He's keeping you pretty busy.
He's keeping me pretty busy.
Tell us a little bit about Paul.
A little bit about Paul.
Look at the camera when you do it.
Yeah, I'm terrible at this cute. Yeah, what do you want to know? Very kind of 8 months old.
Tell them about how it started working, putting teeth and all that.
Oh, yeah, she's got 3 teeth, and she's 26 pounds, which is pretty unusual for a child of her age. Isn't that right? But she's going to be walking pretty soon. She's, isn't it pretty interesting what I'm saying, isn't it?
So you want to get us talking about...
Yeah, tell us about the
music between how the media is business. Media around all the time, as you can see. You know, whether we're at home or No, they're pretty good. Media are pretty good. They, you know, it's the media, so you don't always get what you want out of them. But that's part and parcel of playing for the Bulls and being in a big market city like Chicago. But we're, as you can see, we're out here sort of out of the city and away from most of the hustle and bustle. So it's good. We live a pretty quiet lifestyle here in general. Especially when we're reading Susan TV and all that away from here, we can see a play, dad, grandma, grandpa, this is her. Well, you ask us what we do, mate, and this is it, you're seeing it, and you hang out with Claire, full-time job. I don't think some people realise that. I've got two full-time jobs. That's amazing. I can't make that sense. That's not a bad job, really, is it, Claire? Huh? She's just started working and gaining independence, so it's just she's cruising around the house and doing her things and banging her head, just like any kid. She's already got two. We're relying on you for a special video special. Here we go.
Tremendous strength, the French bringing their great mountaineering heritage indoors to annex the top place.
on the outside began brilliantly. A Welsh miner well away. Bulldog Yates is going fast, and so too is all our mob. And Hot the Race scooting along the fence. I'm settling fully into stride. It's Bulldog Yates just in front of Hot the Race. All our mob pinged out brilliantly, racing in third spot, followed by My Red Centre. Cohort has gone up fifth on the inside, and Chief De Beers has got over in a great spot. He's 6-1 off the fence. On his inside, Legal Agent, then Jackson Better, another victor. Then Bruce Land, So Keen, followed by Gold Cup, Magic of Money, Zephyr Ferragamo from the long run back. Welsh Miner drifting back, followed by Symphony Social Rule and Pride of Rancho at the tail of the field at the 700 metres mark, and it's Bulldog Yates and Nick Hot the Race. Racing third on the outside, then is Gold Cup, followed by all our mob. Cohort, Chief De Beers is getting a lovely run. Further back is So Keen, followed by Jackson Better, Legal Agent, Magic of Money, another victor at Sea Winnie. He went up all centres last to pull up in an annihilation in the Conrad Treasury.
General Motors, so we cannot afford to spend $40 or $50 million on an Olympics package. So the America's Cup is affordable for us and gives us good exposure.
We got involved primarily because there's a great affinity between the people who enjoy yachting and campaigning. We got a lot of publicity and the winners celebrate with it.
So that work was natural to use the women's piece for that.
Last row, the huge tree in the pole, and the dark smudges in Jupiter, the really huge dust clouds that block sunlight from coming into the atmosphere for months after the impact. here at Green Street, you're skimming the cars at but more to the point is what we're going to do down the left on that side of the street. Then after it on north, listen to this stuff. It's not new that they're open extreme. That happens all the time. The extreme is that they haven't produced new species.
And do you think that's possibly because after this fire happened, it was super fast to get used to?
No, this is way before any of this planetary asteroid stuff.
Cost is probably the biggest deterrent, and everyone would have to readily admit that environmentally friendly fuels such as biodiesel are going to be more expensive. Now, what we have discovered is by using isopropyl alcohol, we can reduce the temperature at which that oil solidifies. And obviously, that's important for fuel filters and in fuel lines and other things as well.
The real advantage that we saw with the isopropyl asteroid was that the solid carbon that comes out of the engine, that's what you see, the smoke that you see, was dramatically less than even with the methyl oxide.
The major benefit is derived by a small amount of additional cost to the fuel. And so for a small addition, you get a huge reduction in emissions.
We can keep your cities trapped.
goes up to the garbage bin is Malik Fitzroy.
Scared too. No, you probably, you know, you can't. I'd like to say something to him, but I also don't want to have a bad day. That's, you know, the meaning to him. I'm stuck inside this truck with me. That's no fun. If anybody would ever get in there and truck,
keeping the tempo down a little bit, keeping them out of the rhythm offensively. We didn't do that. No, I didn't think that was a big deal. I mean, you know, maybe Mikey got fouled one time, but that certainly wasn't the difference in the game. I mean, we had a 4-point lead with 5 foot on the clock, and just couldn't finish it off. So that had nothing to do with it. Let's forget about the stupid numbers. It had nothing to do with the outcome of the game or anything else. I mean, who cares about what number he plays? It had nothing to do with the way he played or the way they played or what Michael played. He played a good game. I mean, you think anybody talking about his number in the game means nothing to him. Excuse me? Well, yeah, they hit some good. But I didn't think the was the difference. He didn't knock down a couple of shots. He didn't move the ball really well.
30 out from the hard start season. One minute now, 1 minute for the hard start. Second stations, we're now 30 away from the hard start. $15 now. Tonight, Stephen Colburn has been transported from Bullhead City, Arizona to Phoenix for more questioning. Federal authorities believe Colburn was traveling with suspect Timothy McVeigh after the Oklahoma City bombing. But authorities are stressing tonight they do not believe he is the elusive suspect John Doe 2.
Stephen Colburn was arrested today by U.S. Marshals in Oakman, Arizona. He was picked up on weapons charges that were originally filed in California, unrelated to the bombing.
At the time of the arrest, he attempted to pull a .38 caliber revolver out of his jeans pocket. He was wrestled to the ground and arrested.
Authorities believe Colburn drove a brown pickup truck in tandem with McVeigh after the bombing. McVeigh was pulled over and arrested 75 minutes after the Oklahoma City bombing by a state trooper. Reportedly, that trooper videotaped a brown pickup appearing to be traveling in tandem with McVeigh, stop and then drive on. That enhanced video led investigators to Colburn. A pickup matching the car's description was spotted in Bullhead City, Arizona, at a house where Colburn was apparently living. Cobwebs hung from the truck, and neighbors say they have never seen it driven from the mobile home. But authorities believe Colburn and bombing suspect McVeigh are connected. They reportedly shared a mailbox in Kingman, Arizona, and federal officials say they found a letter from McVeigh addressed to someone with the initials SC. Colburn's father, a dentist in Oxnard, California, greeted the news of his son's arrest with disbelief.
Steve has always been an exemplary person who has not hurt anyone as far as we know. We never had any problems with him, and we do not think he ever had any problems with the law.
Another development tonight related to the Oklahoma City bombing. The death toll now climbing to 168. A man who was originally hurt in that blast died in a hospital. Live in Los Angeles, I'm David Gregory.
I'm a little upset about it, sure, but I also have a job to do.
Dottie Mockery says she's not giving much weight to the quotes attributed to veteran CBS sports commentator Ben Wright that appear in the local newspaper. Neither is power hitter Laura Davies, who, according to the article, was called a tank and a casino rat by Wright.
That's ludicrous. Like the rest of the points of view in that article is ludicrous.
And what about the alleged quote indicating that women golfers are handicapped by their breasts because they get in the way?
I wouldn't have thought so, because there's some pretty good golfers out here, and presumably they've all got some.
More than 20,000 spectators turned out for today's tournament play, a slightly smaller crowd than day 2 last year. LPGA officials say this controversy hurts.
Of course it hurts. I mean, we have this wonderful golf tournament going on, the best women golfers in the world, and, you know, this is the straw, and I think that's really regrettable.
Spectators had mixed reaction.
I was surprised because he used to be one of my favorite announcers.
Not anymore?
Not really. Probably a jerk. Yes, me. Well, his job is commentary, and that's a commentary. Where does he stop saying things?
I suppose he needs something to write about. No, there has no place.
Good morning. Welcome to NBC Nightside. I'm Tom Miller. In the news this morning, another man has been arrested in connection with the Oklahoma City bombing. We'll have the latest on the O.J. Simpson murder case, and we'll tell you about a new study on parents who owe child support. But we begin this morning with the latest on the Oklahoma City investigation. U.S. Marshals Friday arrested a biochemist in Arizona for questioning in connection with last night's truck bombing. The man, Stephen Colburn, is also wanted in California on weapons charges. Reporter David Gregory has the latest developments from Los Angeles. Good morning, David.
Well, good morning, Tom. Authorities believe that Stephen Colburn, 35 years old, was actually traveling with Timothy McVeigh after the Oklahoma City bombing. He is still being held for questioning, but authorities are stressing they do not believe he is the elusive suspect, John Doe 2.
Stephen Colburn was arrested by U.S. Marshals in Oatman, Arizona. He was picked up on weapons charges that were originally filed in California, unrelated to the bombing.
At the time of the arrest, he attempted to pull a .38 caliber revolver out of his jeans pocket. He was wrestled to the ground and arrested.
Authorities believe Colburn drove a brown pickup truck in tandem with McVeigh after the bombing. McVeigh was pulled over and arrested 75 minutes after the Oklahoma City bombing by a state trooper. Reportedly, that trooper videotaped a brown pickup appearing to be traveling in tandem with McVeigh, stop, and then drive on. That enhanced video led investigators to Colburn. A pickup matching the car's description was spotted in Bullhead City, Arizona, at a house where Colburn was apparently living. Cobwebs hung from the truck, and neighbors say they have never seen it driven from the mobile home. But authorities believe Colburn and bombing suspect McVeigh are connected. They reportedly shared a mailbox in Kingman, Arizona, and federal officials say they found a letter from McVeigh addressed to someone with the initials SC. Colburn's father, a dentist in Oxnard, California, greeted the news of his son's arrest with disbelief.
Steve has always been a gentle person who has not hurt anyone as far as we know. We never had any problems with him. We do not think he ever had any problems with the law.
Another development related to the bomb blast, the death toll now rising to 168. A man who was originally hurt in that explosion has died in a hospital. I'm David Gregory in Los Angeles with the latest on the investigation. Tom, back to you.
David, how did this arrest go at Coleman Bay in Oakland? I mean, it's a tiny town. They must have known the guy. What was their reaction?
Well, it was certainly something that everybody knew about. There were circulating some pictures of Colburn with federal officials, and actually it was in a hotel where he was nearby that one of the gentlemen inside the hotel recognized the picture, and just outside was Colburn. He was buying a newspaper when all of this went down, and certainly it was an object of a lot of interest for about 140 people who live in this small town, a tourist town near Bullhead City, Arizona.
What's next for Colburn? Is he going to be arraigned, or is there a hearing in store for him?
Well, you know, the federal authorities are only saying at this point that he's being questioned. And as we outlined just a moment ago, they believe he's got some ties to McVeigh, so he'll be questioned. He's not being called an official suspect yet.
All right, David, thanks for bringing us up to date on the situation. David Gregory reporting in Los Angeles. Authorities in Arkansas are investigating the theft of some highly explosive material. The material, called Tobin jelly, is used to blow up large boulders and to blast mountain signs together. Investigators say it was stolen from Arkansas rock quarry. It is not the same thing that was used in the Oklahoma City bombing, but law enforcement officials still say it could be dangerous if set off. In the O.J. Simpson murder trial, defense lawyers ended the week trying to undermine the genetic evidence presented by the prosecution. Defense attorney Peter Neufeld focused Friday on a blood stain collected from the steering wheel of Simpson's Ford Bronco. A prosecution DNA expert testified the blood stain is a mixture and could be from Simpson and his slain ex-wife, Nicole. But Neufeld pointed out that a third person had to have contributed to the stain based on the DNA results.
Dr. Cotton, if somebody else touched Mr. Simpson's blood and touched Nicole Brown Simpson's blood and touched that steering wheel, would that be consistent with the stain you found on the wheel?
Judge Lancito upheld prosecution's objections to the approach. The murder trial continues next week. Ahead in this hour of NBC Nightside, some gift ideas for Mother's Day. And later, the overwhelming side of modern technology. But first, the president returns from talks in the former Soviet Union. President Clinton is back at the White House after a trip to Russia and Ukraine. He says he feels good about his meeting with Russian President Boris Yeltsin, although GOP leaders said the meeting was a failure that did nothing to stop Russia from selling nuclear technology to Iran. The Clintons also paid homage to Ukraine's World War II dead. NBC's Brian Williams reports.
Mrs. Clinton tossed a bouquet into the ravine at Babi Yar, the final resting place for over 100,000 people. It is where Kiev's Jewish population was taken for annihilation by machine gun during the Nazi occupation of World War II.
Here on the edge of this wooded ravine, we bear witness eternally to the consequences of evil.
Babi Yar seemed to affect the president the way it affects most who come to see the scene of one of the most brutal programmed massacres of the war. Earlier, the president laid a wreath at Ukraine's monument to its war dead. For years during the war, this was the Russian front, and the impact of the brutality never left here. With U.S. Marines in tow, the president started this day with a jog through the city streets of Kiev. Aides are defending this trip for what it accomplished. Here in Ukraine, a stronger tie with the richest of the former Soviet republics outside of Russia, a new and increasingly close friend for the U.S. In Russia, the Clinton-Yeltsin summit yielded few specific victories, but positive reviews from Clinton admirers.
The president set out for Russia and Ukraine with fairly limited objectives, as you know, and he is satisfied that those objectives have been met.
For the American president, it's back to business as usual as well. Brian Williams, NBC News, Kiev.
The wives of two Americans imprisoned in Iraq say they're emotionally exhausted after their 14-day trip to Baghdad. Kathy Dalberti and Linda Barlow say they hope to see their husbands released, but they're still thankful they got to see them on this morning. The two men are being held for illegally crossing the border into Iraq. They claim they strayed into the national state.